Welcome everyone to EMRL Season 1A, Round 3. We're here in Malaysia, International Circuit of Sepang. We have 13 corners around here and we're in the sprint qualifying, the 100% wet sprint qualifying. On board with Flug, who makes a little mistake there. So we move to the front to Sabercat, last week's P3. He had a podium last race, finishing in P3. The winner of that race, on track it was Francesco, but after Stewart's decisions, wait, let me just... Kozil takes pole with a 30.33. Oscar Van just 2 thousandths behind, and the rest of the grid is 3/10ths behind them. They put the grid far away behind them. Stein secures a P3 in qualifying, Strudel in P4, Saber in 5th, I747 comes in 6th, Keanu 7th, Vinny in 8th, Loxian in 9th, Flak in 10th, top 10 for him, Highland in 11th, Compressor, last week's race winner, in P12, Spyro in P13, Francesco in 14th, again not a good qualifying, but he has been making that up in the races. So we're gonna see if he can do that again. Owen Webb finishes in 15th. Fabianski in 16th. Milo in 17th. And Glow rounds up the grid in last place. Let me just write down this. Oh, bro. So 5 lights go on and we are on the way here as Kozil now. Goes a little to the inside, but Oscar Van stays there, so Kozil has to leave some space. Oscar Van goes down the inside, but turns into the outside, gets pushed off a little, and Kozil now has a good gap. And behind, we see Time going off the track, and everyone. And Highland going off the track there as well. It's in the back now, there's a little gap between P12 and P13. This compressor is struggling a bit there on the start. Flak is trying to make a move on Tyne around the outside, but Tyne covers off the inside as Loxian makes a little mistake there. Loses a lot of speed there on the straight. As Glow already is DNFing from the race. So we're in the top 5 here. Francesco already up into P3, making up 11 places in one lap. Is absolutely insane. Trying to chase down Oscar Van and Kozil for the lead. As Oscar Van tries to make a move on the inside. Doesn't get enough speed. As Kozil makes a move, he goes off the track on my screen, but he stays on it. Little lag there. Now he gets overtaken by Oscar Van, and he pushes Francesco a little wide there. Francesco losing 2-3 places. Kozil's TPing on my screen a lot. I think he needs to DNF. Strudel gets pushed off by Saber. Saber and I747. I747 up into P2. As Francesco now dive bombing 2 people at once. Side by side with I747 for P2. She tries to switch back. Doesn't work. In the back we have Kiado, Strudel, Vinny and Flak. Kozil now told to DNF. So we see Vinny here in P9 with Flak on his inside, making a move for P8. Trying to get as much points as possible. So Oscar Van is away in the lead, 1.3 seconds ahead. Francesco is trying to chase him down. As Aloxian gets pushed off, they're going 4 wide here. As in the front, they're also battling very hard, which puts the grid very close together. Compressor now in P8. As Saber and I747 now go side by side. And Sabercat gets on top of that one. Skiado and Compressor now here fighting for P7. Compressor now on the inside. And he gets the move done. And now Vinny is trying to have a look here. On the outside of the last corner. Skiado makes a mistake, but Vinny bumps into him. And Highland bumps into him as well. So now everyone is very on each other's back. And Highland still comes out on top of that one. Up into P8, which seems like the maximum possible for these guys here. So here we have I747 and Sabercat still battling with each other for P5. Strudel in P4. Francesco's trying to chase down Oscar Fan. Oh, that's the wrong way. And he is closing the gap very rapidly. He's very fast in the races. He makes a little mistake there though, which loses him the gap. Now makes it 8 tenths. If Oscar Fan doesn't make a mistake, he will win. But can Francesco close the gap? So we're now onto the last lap of the Grand Prix, the sprint race. It's going with a good lead to Francesco. He is fine. As Strebecat tries to make a move for P4 on Strudel, goes down the inside and gets the move done. Francesco doesn't seem to have enough pace to catch Oscar Fan. So they're going around the last corner. And Oscar Fan, from the last race, he didn't perform well, but he wins again here in the wet in the sprint race. His second sprint win of the season and gets off to a good start. Francesco finishes in P2, was not enough to catch him. Tyne getting a podium. Good result for Calabria Course, who are trying to come back for a 11-pointer in last race, so not good for them. Sabic in 4th, good result for him. Strudel, he edged out Strudel by 100. He's in P5. IS number 7 stays in P6. Compressor in P7, making up 5 places. Highland in P8, Vinny in P9. Loxian finishes in P10, Fleck in P11, Fabianski in P12, the debutant, Milo in P13, Spyro 14th, Kieto 15th, Omo, Kozil and Glow DNF. On board with Francesco, our championship leader by 1 point of P2 and Kozil, and 1 point behind that is Oscar Fan. Although I think because of the sprint now, Oscar Fan is in P1 of the championship again. But from round 2, Francesco is still leading the championship, and it's very close at top 4 between each other in 6 points. As in the constructors, we have Ecos leading by 1 point. Calabria Course in P2 there. And Audi trying to hang on to them. Trying to win this constructors. For now, time is set at 29.18. So we're gonna go on board with I747. Looks to be on a very great lap here. What is time is he gonna set? It's gonna be 29.22. Moves up into P3 as Flack goes into P1 with a 29.17. Absolute cinema. Just gonna onboard with Sabercat here. Trying to see who's gonna take pole here in Malaysia. Sabercat makes a little mistake. Can Flack improve on his lap time? Can he make it a point? Yeah. Just faster by a few hundred, maybe would be enough. He comes down the line, he's not improving, but does somebody else? No, he doesn't, and Flack takes pole here in Malaysia, and Tyne 100th faster than Tyne. Strudel comes in P3. So I747 in P4, Kozil in P5, Compressor in P6, Milo P7, Francesco in P8, so better qualifying for him. And just the top 8 is just between each other by 1/10. This was very close here. Oscar Fan P9. Not a great qualifying for him. Let's see if he can get that back. Aloxian in P10 again. Chiaro in P11. Saber in P12. Vinny in P13. Highland P14. Omola P15. Fabianski P16. And Sparrow P17. We have a 22 lap race here. Is everyone choosing their tires? Fleck on the medium, just 5 laps go out. But he has a very slow start. Not a good reaction by him. Strudel now already taking the lead, and Fleck already losing 3 places. But Compressor going on the inside, losing a lot of time, and everyone going up in the back. Everyone going off. A great crash there between everyone. And Fabianski is the winner of that, from P16 to P6 already. See, the losers of that start are me, Francesco, and Compressor, already down in P13 after starting in P6. So now in the lead, we have Strudel leading by a second from his fellow countryman, Kozil. Flak trying to hold on to P3, gets overtaken by I747 Oscar Van. A good start, and he's on the hard tires, so if he can maybe stay close to this group, as Flak just TPs on my screen. If he can stay close, he may, well, can win this race. I think he's going hard and then soft. As Strudel and Kozil both on the softs. It's a very good mix of tires. So we move to the back. Fabianski, Compressor. Compressor trying to make the most out of this. So not a good one for Audi so far. Schiato and Heinen are fighting for P14. Kima going down the inside. Fabianski now trying to go on the outside of the Compressor. Gets leaved just enough space. Nearly hitting the infamous pit wall. Compressor goes wide there. Fabianski does not get past quite yet. It's Francesco in P7. And Oscar Van goes on the grass by Sabercat. That's not nice for his race. He was doing very well. Now he's already down again into P9 where he started. So maybe the strategy is not working out for him. It's the slowest tire, but the longest lasting, as he goes round the outside of the mile, which turns into the inside. It's a very clean move and good racing by them both. It's Vinny and Kozil now down to P5, Flak up into P2, and Schroeder now has broken the gap and he's a 2-second lead. It's gonna be very important for the constructors for Equals Racing, team of Rondo. It's I747 and Sabercat go side by side as going 3 wide into turn 1. Flak tries to make the switch back. I747 and Sabercat keep it clean. I747 keeps the position, but Sabercat now tries to get it back. He's now on the inside. He's on the good side and he gets past. He gets past I747 into P2. He's on the soft tires, so it makes sense. Flak backing out of this one. I747 going for the move again, and he hits a little grass there. Now Flak going into the slipstream of Sabercat, trying to make a move on the outside, but I747 brakes very late, which gives him no opportunity to make a move. So in the back we have Vinny in P5. Very well done by him. But he made up 8 places. As Flak and I747 go off with each other, and Sabercat now up into P2, Vinny up into P3, and Francesco now up into P3 as he goes down the inside of Vinny. Vinny makes a great switchback and Flak into the pit wall. Francesco on the inside turns into the outside. Vinny getting a little on the grass there. Francesco gets past, and now Vinny makes a mistake, which leaves Flak getting through again into P4. Vinny now is going down the inside again. Kozil trying to make a move there, but he hits a little grass. Very close there. So Oscar Van is now caught up with this group for P4. And I747 and Vinny both go off, and Oscar Van now up into P6. Schiato is the first one to DNF. And Neon Sunset is not looking good in the constructor standings. So we have a battle for P2. Francesco goes down the inside of Sabercat, and Sabercat pulls into the pits. He's the first one to pit. I747 on the mediums, and Kozil follows them. Sabercat going on the mediums, going for 13 laps on the mediums. So does Kozil. They're going for the aggressive strategy. And Sabercat is going for the undercut on Strudel. With his Strudel going to pit as Sabercat gets past Highland. So here at the top you have Oscar Van now making good places now. Up into P4, Strudel comes into the pit. Oscar Van going around the outside of Flak. Very great move by him. a little on the grass on the exit, but he sticks it. He's 2 seconds behind Francesco. Is Francesco gonna do a medium soft or is he gonna do a medium hard? That's the question. It's gonna go another lap longer on those mediums if he wants to do that. Yeah, he's probably going for softs. It's looking good for him again as Flap pulls into the pit lane. It's in the back. Spyro, I think, hit the pit wall. Flap comes out of the pits in P11. Gets undercut by I747, Kozio and Vinny. I747 is trying to work out traffic here with Spyro, and he gets it done finally. Sabercat is trying to make this undercut on Francesco. Strudel is already up in the provisional lead in P4. It's looking good for Ecos here. He's already have caught up with Compressor and Oscar Van, both still need a pit. Compressor and Oscar Van trying to overtake each other. Strudel just staying patient behind them. As Compressor tries to make a move around the outside. Oscar Van's on the inside. Pushes him a little off the track, then on the straight. Strudel tries to make a switchback, but he hits the grass there. And Francesco's now into the pits on the soft tires. So can he make that gap? I think he can, to be honest. It's a very high chance he can. He's on the soft tires. He's done 13 laps on those mediums, so he has 9 laps on those softs. It's very doable. And the softs are very good at this track. Especially if it's the newer tire. He will have a lot of confidence. He tries to make an impatient move on Sabercat, but it works. But Sabercat is still on his inside. Francesco pushes him all the way to the inside, but Sabercat sticks it. And he stays there, and he stays ahead. Good defending by Sabercat, and now hits the little grass, and now the position is Francesco's. Up into provisional P2, as Oscar Van is still on the hards. He's gonna pit this lap, I assume. He's now behind Strudel, and he still doesn't pit, so what is he gonna do? 6 laps? He has to pit. It's a Bentor's pit stop, and Francesco makes a mistake there. And now Sabercat, he has invited him again to make a move. Not what Francesco wants. He's making mistakes on a very crucial point in the race where he can close the gap to his teammate. Now he maybe has a score 1-2, and he gets pushed off the track, and he's now already down to P5. Sabercat, I747 in P4 overtakes him. And now he's trying to make a move on Sabercat as Oscar is finally into the pit lane, going for soft on for 6 laps. But what place does he fall down to, and what can he rescue as Compressor goes all the way off the track there. Vinny now gets caught up in it, and Luxian gets past them all into P7, and Oscar is in P6. Fabianski trying to make a move. Oscar is now trying to get this P6 squared down. He has to maximize for his championship. Francesco is making another mistake, I think. He's already down 2.3 seconds on the car in front. He's down in P4, and it doesn't look like those softs are gonna hold out. So maybe he's not even gonna be on a podium in the end. So I747 and Sabercat are battling each other very fiercely there. And they're keeping it both on the track, but pushing each other to the limit. I747 now makes a very not smart dive bomb. He hits the pit wall. Sabercat now into the pit wall as well. And now Francesco gets past. And Sabercat's tires are slowly giving up. And now Francesco goes to the podium again. And he can maybe secure the 1-2 for Ecos as the race looks like it's going Strudel's way. Here Oscar trying to catch Kozio with Compressor and Aloxian on his tail. See fighting between Fabianski and Vinny. Fabianski on the soft tires. flag falling down to P9 after a great quali, and now Kozil on compressor and Oscar Van go all off the track. Oh no, a lag rocket between them three makes them lose a lot of positions, and now Fleck and Luxian goes up into P5 and P6. They all lose 3 positions. In the slip, Kozil, Fabianski going down the inside, but he goes a little wide. He braked too late there, Kozil trying to get had the switch back on him. It's a very great battle in the midfield today. So Luxian gets a little pushed off by Fleck there, and Oscar Van goes through, and Fleck gives Luxian the position back. And Oscar Van opens to P5, which looks like it's going to be his maximum as we're on to the last lap of the Grand Prix. Top 4 looks scrambled away as ISO 47 makes a mistake, which now finds Francesco in the slip. So can he maybe secure the 1-2 for Eagles? Can he get into P2 and I think lead the championship again? Or keeps the championship leading. He goes down the inside. He's trying to take P2. Now they're going side by side in the last corners. Francesco goes wide into the pit lane and he's not getting P2. Strudel wins his race. I747 comes in second. Francesco in third because he hit the pit wall. For Sabercat in fourth. Sabercat not nearly getting the podium there. In P4 again, very solid race from him again. Oscar Van in P5, Fleck in P6, Compressor and Luxian in P7 and 8 for Audi. Solid result for them, not what they wanted to be in the battle for the Constructors' title. As Kozil in P9, Vinny in P10 with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Fabianski in P11, Hyden in P12, Milo finishing 13th, Spyro 14th. Omerwell in 15th and Chiara DNFing from the race. So Francesco is still your championship leaders, equals still your constructors leader, extending their gap with a great result in this race. A 1-3 in the feature for them against a 1-3 in Calabria in the sprint. So that's good for them. And yeah, this was it. I'll see y'all next week in Sanford. Goodbye.